The strike declared by the Teachers and Educational Workers Union TEU is in full swing at the University of Ghana, with members of the union declaring they will not return to work until all their grievances are addressed by government. A number of TEU workers converged at the university's main entrance, mostly wearing red and demanding that the government heed to their demands. Although students who had reported on campus following the university's reopening were going about their usual routines, the impact of the strike will soon be felt. My colleague Kweku Asante has more in the following report.
In spite of the strike action embarked upon by members of the Teachers and Educational Workers Union TEU, students of the University of Ghana were seen going about their usual business that characterized the reopening of schools, registering to be granted access to their halls. The impact of the strike action is still yet to be felt, as a few members of TEU are still at post going about their usual routines. The Teachers and Educational Workers Union is an association of a section of staff members of public educational institutions. Their composition include drivers, artisans, hall assistants, security personnel, and some administrative staff in public educational institutions. The union declared its intention to embark on a nationwide strike beginning today, Wednesday, January 13, 2021, citing the failure of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission to conclude negotiation on their demand for better conditions of service as one of the key reasons. The strike is in full force at the University of Ghana, where members converged at the main entrance of the university to address the media. General Secretary of TEU, Mark Kranche, insisted that government was treating them unfairly and being discriminated against compared to other senior members of the universities, including UTAG.
When the issue of non-basic allowance came up, primarily it was because free SHS and its attendant numbers are going to increase, and therefore the numbers in the universities are going to increase. And so government thought it wise that let us give some cushioning to our lecturers. As soon as our senior members, non-academic, heard about it, they also made a proposal to government. And as a matter of urgency, this was addressed. And senior members, non-academic, were also roped in. Fortunately for us, TEU members are the ones who work on the payroll. And so we saw it, and then we drew attention to government that this thing you are doing, if care is not taken, and if you don't extend it to everybody on campus, it will create problems. Yes. We raised it, and it is as if they have not heard us. Meetings upon meetings, even with the presidency, we raised this issue. What the president said was that the ministers responsible and the agencies responsible should immediately sit with us and negotiate and come to some agreement. And this was February 2020. We are in January 2021. Nothing has been said about it. And the laws of the land frowns on discrimination of whichever form. And that is why we think that we have come to a point where we can no longer bear the frustration. We have to go and sit our somewhere and think of ourselves.
Thank you. Thank you.
The conditions of service that the local chairman mentioned, since June 2019, we have been at the table.
Mark Kranche also noted that they will ensure compliance to the directive to members to strike, even if it means using force.
We are saying that all TEU members must lay down their tools. We are sending people to go around and ensure total compliance. Total compliance. We don't want anybody to, as it were, betray anyone. And we don't want to apply force on anybody, but voluntarily let us all lay down our tools and get what we all deserve.
So the crowd is beginning to disperse, and just behind me you will see a number of people from
Tewu University of Ghana, coming from all departments and all units of the university, still protesting government's decision to exclude them from the 18% basic, non-basic allowance, which they say has been given to UTAG and other senior members of the university, but they are not getting. So they are alleging that government is being discriminatory against them, and our government is not taking the concerns that they've been making seriously. We know that the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission has been saying that they've been talking with the Tewu National for some time now. Although they've not been able to find a common ground, there is still some issues that must be dealt with. And then members of Tewu, particularly here at the University of Ghana, are saying that they are not going back to their various offices to work. Even if they'll be there, they will be going to sit down without taking their tools and working for the university. As a key part of the successful running of these public educational institutions, and with a few days into the reopening of schools, the strike by Tewu will have a massive impact on the smooth running of these institutions. The association says it won't back down on its demands and expects that government, through the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, would heed to their demands. Students who are just reporting to campus after a long break will bear the brunt of this industrial action and expect government to immediately move in to deal with the concerns of the striking Tewu members.
Members of the Teachers and Educational Workers Union at the University of Cape Coast also joined in the strike. Richard Kodjonyako was on the UCT campus and reports members want the strike to be indefinite.
Members of the Teachers and Educational Workers Union at the University of Cape Coast on Wednesday gathered at their popular bottom tree to take a decision on whether to join the strike called by their mother union or not. They were unanimous in their chant. Local UCC Tewu chairman Charles Williams has been addressing members, stating reasons for their strike. He indicates until something is done and their issues addressed, they will not go back to work.
On our campus, we have UTAG, we have GAWA, we have SAR, that is Senior Staff Association, and we have Tewu. All these associations are university-based, with the exception of Tewu. But UTAG were given 18% than basic allowance. And the purpose with which those allowances were given was that the intake, because of free SHS, the intake will be high. And for that matter, that 18% will cushion them for them to be able to work hard. So we are saying that we are also on campus. We do the same work as they also does. So why do you have to single out? This is de facto segregation. And I don't think in any sociological lingo, this kind of thing will be happening. So we are saying that, yes, today we are going on strike. Thirdly, market premium. We also hear, and that one was also given to people. You see, the same people which we are not benefit. So today is the day that we are saying that it's enough.
Regional Chairman of the Teachers and Educational Workers Union, Peter Ison, has also been addressing the Tewu members across the region.
For over 3 years now, this thing has not been done, and we are here to advise our people, yes, to go and sit down. When they call us for the renegotiation, then we go there. What we are telling them that now, until it is signed, they should go and see what the management, not this management, Labour Commission, and I will call us so that we all sit down before we agree on it before we come. We are being cheated. You know, we see, not that the school, after the school there, some will go to university, but there's some work doesn't need too much education. Some are reading here. Cannot call for even JSS is okay, but when a such person comes here and work, that doesn't mean he's a dog. Something basic for him, it should be given to him.
The strike is a few hours old, and the impact of the strike is yet to be felt. It is anticipated that should the strike continue, the students, especially the fresh ones, will find campus a difficult place to be. Richard Kodjonyako, Joy News, Cape Coast.
The Upper West Region branch of the Teachers and Education Workers Union TEWU has blamed the failure of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission to negotiate for new and better conditions for the nationwide strike. Regional Relations Officer of TEWU, Gifty Abna Texing, says their members have in the last few years tolerated and worked with an outdated agreement which is not in their interest, and yet the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission has failed to heed to their plight. Joy News Upper West Region correspondent Rafiq Salam was at the news conference held at the Simon Dombo University of Business and Integrated Development Studies in Wa.
According to the Upper West Region's Industrial Relations Officer of the Teachers and Education Workers Union TEWU, Gifty Abna Texing, the nationwide strike embarked on is precipitated by the failure of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission to conclude negotiations for salaries and better conditions of service for TEWU members at the various public universities in the country.
Of special contention and interest to TEWU is the payment of an allowance termed non-basic salary allowance to some categories of the university staff, such as senior members and lecturers. During that negotiation, TEWU also made proposal for its members to be paid a similar allowance too. But the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission flagged the demand and claimed it needed mandates from government before allowance could be factored in the conditions of service. It is unfortunate that the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission is yet to invite the union to any negotiation on the matter.
She said TEWU last December intimated that it was going to advise itself should the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission fail to conclude negotiations on new and better conditions of service for TEWU members at the public universities before the beginning of the academic year in January 2021. They laid the blame squarely on the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission for their latest decision to embark on a nationwide strike.
TEWU would like to emphasize that the blame for the present industrial action lies fully on Fair Wages and Salaries Commission, and TEWU had tolerated and operated for several years an outdated collective agreement. The Teachers and Educational Workers Union would like to state without equivocation that the fair wear of its members is always and remains its first priority and calls for member support in the struggle for fairness, justice in the world of work.
Gifty Abna Texing later in an interview stated that their next line of action will depend on the posture and action of the Fair Wages and Salaries Commission.
We have just started, and we are only calling them to come back to the negotiation table. We don't know what we can do, but all that we are saying that we don't mean evil. We want them to come back to the negotiation table. If not, we'll advise ourselves in the way they will understand better. And we have started something today. The effectiveness of this strike starts from today. And if they are not coming back, we know what to do.
Reporting for Joy News, Rafiq Salam. Wa.